G'day legends and welcome back to another episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Friday. We have got tons of car news to get through. Advanced Slot, SCX, Scalextric, you name it. So let's get stuck into news for a Friday. So welcome back to another episode and let's dive headfirst into the car news. We'll start with Scalextric. They are showing the Ford Mustang GT4 Cultural 360 drift car. These are really cool concept. They can do a full 360 back forward. Really cool concept. Two American muscles here, the Dodge Charger. This thing is an absolute beast. And the Chevy Camaro. And one of the most anticipated cars, I think, for Australia is the VL Commodore. Now, if you didn't watch mine and Pete's from Track Fans TV live at the UK Fest, we did put an Easter egg in one of the video snapshots. And as you can see here, we did take a happy snap of this car in the UK. So keep your eyes peeled on the lives. But here are some photos which I think are owned by Mr. Slot Car in Australia, as you can tell by the watermarks. And this car is being tested as we speak by the legend himself, Tony, in Melbourne, Australia, for the Slot Car magazine. So stay tuned for that. And Scalextric did answer a question. Can the Fab 1 pass each other? We'll check out the video. They sure can. Yes, they are massive. I wouldn't be going too fast side by side, but they can definitely pass. So there's some news from Scalextric. Next up, we have some news from Lamar Miniatures. I did receive an email from them, so thank you to the team. And they are showing some beautiful cars. Now, if you haven't got a Lamar Miniatures in your collection, this is mine. Beautiful Porsche. As you know, I love my Porsche. They aren't race cars. They're model cars for your track. They're not trying to sell them as pick them up and go racing. But if you are into collecting cars, you want a beautiful looking slot car that you can drive around your track, well, this is most definitely for you. They are showing the Porsche 911 RSR Watkins Glen 1973. You've seen my beautiful Porsche. This one you can also get in the Sonico livery. I know someone who likes that. I won't mention any names. Next we have the Bugatti T59 number 16, the 1934 French GP. Stunning looking car. I would love to see one of these in real life. I will reach out to Lamar and see if we can get some more of their cars on the channel. Then we've got some figures. We've got Joseph, the newsboy, really, really cool, 132 in scale. And we've got Jun Bugatti in 132 scales. So their cars are really good quality. Their scales are really good quality. Check them out. If you haven't tried one, keep in mind, they're not race cars. They are just stunning models that you can drive around your track. So next up, we've got an absolute banger from Slotted. It is the Nissan 89C from the 1989 Le Mans. It is an absolute weapon of a car. It looks really good. I guarantee it's going to perform really well. Slotted to perform good on track. This will be available July 28. And a nice little detail at the rear there, you can see that there is a rear wheel cover, both sides. You can remove them like the Jaguar. Of course, if you want to change tires, take that off, put it on. Be very careful though, I have lost my Jag ones because I was racing with them on. I shouldn't have, but a really cool detailed touch. So check out a Slotted. If you haven't got one, this might be the one to add to your stable. So next up, we have a triple threat by Revo Slot. We have the Ferrari 333 Gizzies. I probably said that completely wrong. We have 3 livery designs here to choose out of. I'll go to Marlboro any day of the week. What is your choice? Now, if you don't know who Revo Slot is, they are the sister company to BRM. These are the 132 scale models. And of course, BRM is the 124. Check them out. Really good performers. And being a Ferrari, I know a certain MP that might want one of these in his collection. So check out the triple threat from Revo Slot. So Fly Slot bringing the goods today. We've got a fair bit of news from them. We'll kick off with some of their figures. These are drivers of vehicles. We've got Hunt, Brambilla and Struck with their matching vehicle. Look really, really cool. Moving on to the 512, again, a really exciting project by them. We've got the driver and also they're showing you the camera on the front of the Ferrari. It is looking really, really good. Not their first camera car, but I do like when they do these specials. We have the Porsche 917 LH, huge Porsche fan. This one is a definite must for me. What's your thoughts on that one? Moving down to the racing trucks. Now I don't have any Fly. Yes, I do, I think. I've got Fly, but not the proper racing truck. So this might be a must for me as well. I would choose the green over the orange. Now we're going down to a car that I'm glad that they're doing. It is the BMW M1. It's the, let me see if I can say this properly, the UCAV Edition Sport. So what this is, it's not a race car, but it's more of a sport hot up version. Here's some dot points. It's got a racing guide, new motor, it's got new braid on it, also alloy wheels, which is good, racing tires or better tires, and we've got calibrated axles and new pinion and crown. So they've done a full workover on it. They're not calling it a race car, more of a sports car, so don't expect to go club racing with it, but I'm glad that they're upgrading some of their chassis with some better parts. If you haven't got a fly car, they do perform okay, but I think this is the step in the right direction. So there you go, some news from Fly. So next up, two cars from SCX, and I do want to say a massive thank you to Slot Pixels. He did supply these photos. We do help each other out, so thank you, mate. Subscribe to his channel. It's in Spanish. Of course, he does news reviews, but very, very good job that he does. So cheers, mate, for the photos. And we are looking at the Renault 5, one of my favorite models, and the BMW M1, which we are seeing a lot of the M1s now, which I'm very happy because it's a car that I think is not as much loved as it should be. Cheers, Pixel Slot. Please check him out, and we've got some more news for him coming up. So continuing the news from Slot Pixels, we've got Advanced Slot showing off some Rally Raid trucks or cars. Now I do have a couple of Rally Raid sets now in my collection, so these will probably be a must for me. I have driven my Rally Raid trucks around my off-road track. Awesome. But here's some in the works. Of course, this is very far off when they're going to be ready, but more details I get, I will show you. If we get some 3D rendering or even some prototypes to look at, I will share that with you. So some stuff coming from Advanced Slot. Massive thank you again to Slot Pixels. And the last bit of news from Slot Pixels, the legend himself, is this beautiful Ferrari Testarossa from Model Ant. Now we did get a sneaky peek of this from the IME show that Slot Pixels took us to and shared the photos, but here are some close-ups. This thing's looking wicked. Now I do have the Ferrari Testarossa in another brand. It looks a bit more basic than this one. Really cool looking car. Is this a must for you? Let me know. Model Ant do make some beautiful looking things. Of course, it will be a limited edition or limited run. They do limited run cars. But again, thank you, Slot Pixels. Please check out his channel, support him. He does support us, and he's got other stuff on there that I don't show. So jump over there, check it out, hit the English, and you'll be able to understand what he's saying, but he's an absolute legend. Let's kick off some HO news with AFX, and they are sharing their Mega G chassis on their socials with some dot points that they believe are benefits of having one of their chassis on your track. Now, I'm a huge fan of HO. I like seeing updated news from AFX and all the other brands. Do you have a Mega G Plus in your collection? Will you purchase a Mega G Plus? Let me know. But I'm liking these updates from AFX. I hope they keep it up. And it'd be good to see some more cars and some more track from them. But any news is good news in the HO world. So next we have some behind the scenes from Bauer. Now, if you don't know who Bauer is, they do run under the Before Slot banner. They have Vincent Bauer. They bring in Auto World to the European nations and a couple of other banners. Now, this is an American muscle. So if you are into American muscle in the HO world, this one's definitely for you. And I believe this will be sold under the Vincent banner. Eric from Bauer, if you are watching, please let me know if I got that wrong, but this is pretty cool. I'm liking to see some of these new cars. Big fan of behind the scenes stuff. Let me know if you are. Yes, it's some CAD drawings. Do we like seeing this on the news? They've also got some testing coming up. I have reached out to Eric to say, hey, is there any way that I can be a part of that? Can I test it and show the people at home some live testing on camera? Let you know if that turns into a dream come true. But there we go, Bauer with some American goodies. So if you're into it, check them out. So let's check out some slot car goodies, and we'll kick off with SRC now. I have been banging on about their light kit, and here we have a pic of it installed on the Porsche 919, which is very exciting to see. Again, they are a very small company, but they produce some amazing products. And if you are into lights, and of course, if you are running enduros, most enduro clubs want you running lights. Well, here is a light kit for you. Really cool to see. I will see if I can get one on the channel so we can have a look at it, install it together, and possibly do some night running around the track. But really cool from SRC. Good work, legends. Next, we have Slot Cars UK. They've just shared these photos with me. Cheers, legends. They are making a height setup tool. Now, I can back their products. I have used their tools for one of my current builds and a build I'm doing as we speak, and they are very good quality, so I can stand by their product. If you are wanting one of these for your pit box, reach out to them. Again, another company that makes a lot of cool stuff in the slot car world is Staffs. Check them out, and cheers for the legends photos. So what's happening in the world of slot cars? Well, let's kick off with some exciting news for the channel, and myself and Carrera are teaming up for a live event night in September. This is not the official announcement. Once all details are set in, I will tell you, but I do want to give you a heads up because I want as many people to join in and watch the fun. They have said, Trav, can you please come to the Carrera World in Salzburg around about the 5th or 6th of September. Of course, I will lock that date in with you all on the channel very soon. And I will be hosting the live event showing off some of their latest release cars that we have not yet seen from the 2023 catalog. Really cool. So this will be our first glimpse of these cars. I'll have them in my hand, hopefully get them on the track. I believe there'll be a set or two in there as well. And I have asked them, can we get our hands on some cars that are still in the making that we can show off the progress? Don't hold me on that. I am pushing the envelope on that one. But let's see if I can get dentists to say, all right, here's one, Trav, show this on camera. So please watch our channel. I will give you more updates on that. It is in September, around the 5th and 6th. It will be on their social pages, their YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I will be helping them promote it on our channel. A disclaimer, I'm not paid or sponsored by them. They have said, Trav, can you please help us with this event? And you will see more of this from them. So we'll be setting the first one up. Will I be helping with the future ones? I don't know. But it's a really cool thing for the channel, for myself, for you guys as viewers. And we get to look at some cars before anyone else does. Stay tuned for more details, and thank you very much, Carrera. Especially though, thank you to you legends at home. I really do appreciate it. So what else is happening in the world of slot cars? Well, if you don't know, the Goodwood Festival of Speed is currently on in the UK, and the legends at the racing room have replicated a hill climb in a Red Bull Monster because Vettel will be driving up the hill himself at this year's Festival of Speed. And they've done it with a slot car. Looks incredible, got some burnout action going on. They might need to give the tyres a bit of a sanding. I've been on this track at the UK Fest, it's amazing. So well done to the racing room. And if you're not watching the Goodwood of Speed, check it out live on YouTube. So that's a wrap on today's episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Friday. I want to thank you all for your continued support, the subscribers, the thumbs up, the comments, whether it's good or bad, and sharing the videos. Without your support, companies like Carrera, for this Carrera live event, of course, going to Electric Dreams Racing in America would not happen without your support. So I do thank you very much. And I am talking to Scalextric behind the scenes about something else as we speak. And if that does come to the forefront, I will most definitely let you know. I really do hope I'm doing this slot car world justice. I'm trying everything I can to change the channel into a more watchable, enjoyable channel, attend as many events as I can, and try and create as much buzz around this hobby as I can. So I really do hope I'm doing the slot car world justice. So whilst I've got your attention, please give some well wishes to my wife, that slot car girl. She's currently in hospital. She's had some surgery done. And I do want to say to the women around the world, you are very strong people. My wife is so strong, she's so brave, and it just shows how strong women are. She's all good, everything's fine and dandy. She will be home tomorrow, but I just want to give her some well wishes, and I hope you can join me in that, and get well soon, that slot car girl. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube, if you do like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to bring you as much slot car goodness as I can, but be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao.